An Anchorage psychiatrist who specialized in helping children is headed to jail tonight.
Dr. Shubhranjan Ghosh pled guilty to Medicaid fraud. The state says he stole more than $500,000. KTVA 11's Lauren Maxwell was in the courtroom for today's sentencing. Lauren.
Well, Judge Philip Volan gave Dr. Ghosh as much time as he could under a plea deal that reduced more than 20 charges down to 2. Now, one of those charges was Medicaid fraud. Even though Ghosh pled guilty to that count, he's maintained all along that it was his office manager who was behind the scheme. And today, he repeated that claim.
I want to thank the patients and their families that have supported me during the worst time of my life.
Ghosh told the judge his real guilt was in not standing up to an office manager bent on making money from an illegal scheme.
When he came to ask me for medical records for his children following his admission of fraud to me, I was not brave enough to say no or report him to the authorities, Your Honor. I was manipulated by him due to my lack of knowledge of the criminal system.
But the apologetic tone was in sharp contrast to this.
That's cool. No reports wrong. I want to make sure this is what you want.
A secretly taped video showing Ghosh in office manager Nate Carter's car discussing how to get Carter's wife and children to sign off on office visits that never happened.
She needs to sign these and that. All right. I'll figure out a way to get her on board. Yeah. You already know that. Yeah, I know.
Not only is he committing a fraud, but he's also prostituting his position as a doctor to accomplish that fraud.
The state says Ghosh made up diagnoses and claimed to treat patients when he wasn't even in the state, all the while encouraging his office manager to falsely bill Medicaid for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Once he put his finger in the honey jar and found out how easy it was, that he used Nate Carter to his advantage every way he could.
The judge called Ghosh's actions unconscionable and said the sentence should reflect that.
But for count 1, I sentenced Dr. Ghosh to 7 years, 3.5 years suspended, 3.5 years to serve.
It wasn't what the doctor expected or his supporters, many of whom called Ghosh a good doctor who had helped their children. But in the end, it didn't matter. He was led away in handcuffs from the courtroom. Now, as you heard, Dr. Ghosh will have to serve 3.5 years, although it's possible that he could stay out of prison and instead have an ankle monitor. He's also been ordered to pay back $605,000 in restitution. Now, whether he loses his medical license is another issue, and that will be up to the state medical board to decide.